going to be interviewing
our dad.
Hey everybody!
He's the author of How Are You Feeling?
Day Without Oils.
So we are going to be interviewing him.
We have a bunch of questions.
Thanks. So let's get with the video.
So the first question is, have you ever, why did you write the book?
Why did I write the book? That is a great question. So, well, I'll start out with a day without oils. So I wrote a day without oils because one night I was talking to you girls about when I was little and when I would get hurt, we didn't have oils to use, or at least my family didn't. And so I thought, there's probably a lot of kids out there that don't know what it's like to have a day without oils. So I just kind of came up with what it would be like through a fun story to help people and kids realize, we have the oils, we're lucky, but not everybody does. So what a day without oils would be like. And then, how are you feeling? I wrote this one because, we all have such a wide, we all go through emotions all day. We can hit so many different emotions in just one day. And sometimes it's hard for us to voice how we're feeling. And sometimes we don't know what oils to use, especially as kids. Sometimes it's hard to figure that out, which ones you need. And so with it, you can just kind of point to the pictures. This is what I need. So this one is to help kids when they're feeling emotional, to help them know what oil to use and what oil to pick, because you can just point to the picture and your parents should be able to help read that and know what oil to use. So that's why I wrote those 2 books.
I did not know that. What inspired you?
What inspired me? Well, for the different books, different things inspired me. Like I said, for A Day Without Oils, I was telling you girls what it was like when I was little without oils. So that one kind of inspired me when I was telling you girls about it. Then How Are You Feeling? It was just kind of, just a book about feelings, because sometimes it's hard to voice those and to figure out what oils you need. So, most of my books are inspired by you girls and things that we as a family go through on a daily basis.
Are you going to do any more books?
I am. I've got a couple that I'm working on that I'm kind of tweaking a little bit. I've got another oil one working on, and I'm also working on a few that are non-oil books that will be good for everybody, not just people that use oil. So that information and as those are coming out, will all be posted on my Facebook page.
What was it like having your own book?
Well, it was a long process. For How Are You Feeling took from the very first time I wrote the very first draft to the day I got it in the mail and was able to hold it. It took 10 months. And so it's a long process, but it's a really rewarding process when you finally get that book in your hand, where you've spent so much time working on it and editing it and trying to make it perfect for everybody who reads it. It was just a really rewarding process.
Was it hard?
It was hard. I think writing any book is difficult. The hardest part for me in the process is I can come up with the stories and I can edit them, but the hardest part for me is when I finally have it in hand and I put it out there for people to read. because everybody, you don't know how people are gonna react to it. You work hard on something, you want people to like it, but you know, it's a hard thing. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and but it's really rewarding in the end when I get those messages and those pictures and of people saying thank you, my child loves it, or we read this every night, or they take it with them to show and tell, or whatever that is. You know, that makes it all worth it. So it's hard.
What were you gonna say? Do you want to say a question?
Was it fun?
So Payson's over there.
Was it fun?
Was it fun? It was fun. I like telling stories, and so I'm just telling stories and writing them down. It was fun. It was fun to write the story. It was fun to be able to read it to you girls the first time, but it's also challenging and it's also time consuming. But it was fun.
What? Do you like the book?
I love the books. The books they're fun. I read them and I still read them like it's the first time I wrote them. They're some of my favorite oil books. I like because they're simple. Reference guides are easy to use. You know, I believe if you can break something down simple enough for children to understand it, you can explain it to anybody. And so with either of these books, with A Day Without Oils and How Are You Feeling, you know, my goal is to make them simple enough and break them down so that way people can use these to explain oils to other people. They can use it as a kid's class. They can use it in an adult class. It doesn't matter. But if my goal is to break it down simple enough to where kids your age can understand it, and that means everybody can be able to understand it. So I love these books because you can use them in so many different ways, not just bedtime stories.
Right. Last question.
Do you have any more books?
Ideas.
Yeah.
Do I have any more book ideas? I do. I've got a couple of other non-oil books that I'm working on. Working on getting those published, kind of edited and things. And then I've got a couple of oil books I'm going to be working on that kids can be able to use and learn about oils. So I do. And I'm excited for those to come out. And when those do, just stay connected on my Facebook page, and you'll be able to get all those information. You can buy these books right on our website. You can go to Oils for Every Family and click the Shop tab. And you can follow me at author Joe Bell on Facebook and stay up to date with all the new books and new happenings that are coming out.
Alright, so we hope you guys enjoyed this video and give it a big thumbs up and
Smash that like button.
yes,
And subscribe
to our channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!